Calling all writers, calling all writers. What are we looking at in our offices? I get that the brain is cluttered, and I can see in reflection how this mess stumped me for 2023 with my productivity. So today, we're doing a complete writer's office remodel, refresh, overhaul. Let's get to it. That is for eBay. Those dolls, they've just been a nightmare. I don't really like how this little cluster of lighting equipment and whatnot. I just repurposed an old cabinet that's no longer being used. I'm gonna paint that white at some point for sure. Our summer theme up right now. Of a mess. It's not as neat and tidy as I would like, but it's accessible items that I constantly use. This, I don't know. When I look back at all these clips, I can see where at the time I felt like it was an improvement, at least organizationally or situationally at the time that I needed it. But in reflection, it really just wasn't working. I wasn't being as productive. I was not getting the things done I sat down and intended to get done. And this remodel is just way overdue. I thought that if I would start by cleaning the windows, that this would help relieve me of the clutter that I was constantly walking into in my office. Put in the comments down below, do you find that when you have a lot of clutter around you and distraction, that it infiltrates your brain and you find that your brain doesn't want to really cooperate and becomes cluttered and distracted? Let me know what you do to sort of realign that energy. So now, let's find a solution to this mess. It's driving me crazy. If at first you don't succeed, shuffle and then shuffle again. Oh yes, and then shuffle some more. If you're anything like me, you'll wander into your office and go, what can I do here? What's the plan? Oh, I know, I'll move stuff around. Because that's gonna work. I've got tons of stuff, I gotta fit it somewhere. I mean, who needs to respect the boundaries of their space? Not this girl. Put in the comments below, do you think this shuffling's gonna work out here? I mean, why did I even think this shuffling was gonna work? It does kind of work. I mean, for the time being. Is this something you can relate to? Are you a shuffler? Put in the comments below. I want to hear the kind of moving around of stuff that you do. Do you hide it from yourself, hoping it'll just disappear, but then it pops up later? Okay, so this is pretty much how the office is looking. I just did this redo a few months back, I think in spring, to refresh it. Now I'm kind of tired of looking at all this. Like, this feels like super cluttery. What I'm gonna do is we're going to shuffle things around. So I'm going to move this cubicle unit to behind there. As you can see, just more junk. Everything's just a mess at this point. I don't know how it got this way, I gotta be honest. I just don't know how it got this dirty this fast, this cluttery. I have no idea. Anyways, let's get busy. What we're gonna do first though is I need to cut some 4x4s, paint them white, detach this tabletop, this shelf. It's an IKEA shelf. I've had this thing for such a really long time. And then we'll get moving stuff around and see where it goes from there. I feel like now when I come in here to the office and sit down to do some work, I will be able to do so with this new, fresh, open space. Okay, here's the rest of the shop stuff, so that's gonna have to be painted too. Let's deal with that. Okay, so these are not all of my books, but while this other cabinet over here is drying, we're gonna go through and declutter them. And this wall is shaping up nicely. Everything is in its place now. Now this corner isn't perfect, but it is functional, and that was sort of the goal. And when I need to film, I can use the backdrop behind my desk for YouTube videos, or I can now use my audition background here for roles on other projects, other people's or studio projects. How open this is now. So open now. You can see the floor.
The easiest, number one, go-to trick of the trade, best kept secret, whatever you want to call it, is painting everything one color. I am like 100 all over this. And I realized not only did these cabinets need painting, but the room, I think, needed this fresh paint too.
Are you helping me paint the cabinets today? Yeah, that noise in the background is my little teeny tiny solar fan. Can you not eat the paint? No. Okay. You're so cute. You're okay. Thank you. This is you biting my knee. It's not helpful. I should probably put on an apron. Hey, what are you doing? It's my helper back here. I'm just hoping this doesn't take me all day. I've been trying to work on this. I thought this cabinet project would take a day, and it's taken me a week plus 2 weekends. But I guess when you're juggling a bunch of stuff all the time, like most of us are doing, it's kind of, right? Okay, hopefully, okay, that looks good. I'll get you a little. Okay, so this has become just a dumping ground. I know all the organizing people are gonna say, oh, you have too much stuff, and that's probably true. But since I don't want to throw anything out, this wall is gonna be painted white. If I can bleach these drapes white, I will. The windowsills are gonna stay the same color as this, because I'm gonna give this little room an overhaul, but also accomplishes like a beach vibe. That's the plan. And all this lighting and exercise equipment, there's an exercise ball on the other side of the room, that is gonna be put up on the wall with some organizer idea thingies.
Okay, all the painting has been done. It's time to put everything in its proper place, add in all the fun organizers I got to shop for, and finally start getting this place in tip-top shape so that I can finally focus my energy on one thing, and that is getting the books written and finished. Let's show you how it came out. Something that was important to me was hidden cords. I can't stand cords being all over the place, so I drilled some holes utilized command hooks behind the cabinets and sort of just made a nice little happy place for all the cords so that I wouldn't have to stare at those things. So now I had a nice little for my charging dock for my phone, cove, and earbuds or other items that I need to charge on a daily basis, nicely tucked away in this cabinet. You know, it has taken a long time for me to get to this point, and I am so happy with how everything came out. It's bright, it's crisp, it's clean, it feels welcoming now and airy, and I don't have this sense of like too much distraction going on. You'll notice also that I've since made a couple additional changes that worked better with this flow, like that monitor and that case underneath it next to my desk is now in the music recording studio area, no longer in the office area. It just was an additional distraction and really wasn't getting its purpose served in here. Tell me in the comments below, do you thrive in an environment that's somewhat chaotic and cluttered, or do you thrive when there's less to look at? For me, I finally realized that the less I had to look at or distract me, the better my productivity skyrocketed, the better I could utilize wall space for more important things like my storyboarding and Kanban boards to keep track of all the things that I'm trying to wrap up. I'd like to hear from you. Let me know. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this writer's office remodel. Happy writing. See you next time.